Indiana Board of Education has a new plan to trim at least 3 hours from the time it takes to complete this year's ISTEP tests. Good evening, everyone. I'm John Stair.
And I'm Andrea Moorhead. Well, that plan now comes a week after a lot of political finger pointing, some outrage, and a lot of confusion. Eyewitness News education reporter Rich Van Wyk takes a look at what changed and what still has to be done.
240,000 elementary school students will each spend at least 3 hours less taking ISTEP exams. 5th and 7th graders will save an additional hour and a half if lawmakers agree to suspend social studies tests.
Students are the winners. This is all about students, actually.
The biggest time saver comes from a 50% reduction in the number of questions requiring students to write out their answers. State Board of Education members who favored shortening the test but had no say in the changes had lots of questions. Dan Elsner was skeptical.
You're saying that's going to be a reliable and valid test, correct?
You betcha.
So you're committed to that?
You betcha.
ISTEP is a high-stakes, high-consequence exam. The results assess student achievement, satisfy state and federal accountability requirements. They are also used to grade schools and evaluate teachers. The exams are already printed and delivered. The Department of Education has less than 2 weeks to tell schools what's in and what's out of the test. The governor's independent testing consultant warned board members to expect mistakes.
By the time you get directions to the superintendents, to the principals, to the teachers who give the test, word can get lost along the way.
The changes end more than a week of turmoil and uncertainty. Board member and principal Troy Albert.
It's been ugly and it's been hard to deal with.
A fellow teacher told Andrea Neal.
We are sucking the joy out of learning.
Parent Shar Walker.
How can we expect children to be subjected to this type of abuse from the staff, from the state?
Even with the 3-hour reduction, third graders will spend 9.5 hours taking their ISTEP exams. That's still a lot longer than last year. 5th graders only 7 hours, but that's only if the legislature approves of dropping social studies. Testing starts in less than 2 weeks. Lawmakers will have to act quickly along with the Department of Education. There's a lot of critical information to get to those schools. Andrea?
Rich, thank you. And Governor Mike Pence today says the promise to shorten the test is welcome news for students, and he is especially grateful for the efforts of our testing experts who were able to quickly recommend ways to significantly shorten the test and lessen the burden on our kids, parents, as well as teachers.